Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Pretty Mary's Maina channel, guys. So today I'm gonna be giving you my story, my C-section story. Okay, guys. If you see me looking down on the notes, I'm just trying to. I wrote some things so that I can't forget. Sandy, please. So, guys, I was since I had a previous let's go God a previous section of baby Sandy. For Chloe, I had to, like, it's automatically sometimes that you just book for CS. So my gyna booked me for CS on 38 weeks, guys, on 22nd. 10 a.m. was the day that was supposed to be my C-section day. So I was supposed to go on 21st. Okay, guys. So, but and then my gyna had told me that you have to have a COVID test before the surgery, because it was a COVID time. That was the first year of the COVID test. Okay, guys. So I went on 21st. I hadn't gotten what the gyna had said. What the gyna meant is you had to go, like, the test had to be done like a day before. Me, I didn't get. I thought that the results are supposed to come before the 24 hours. Sorry. So I went to hospital. I went to the Nairobi hospital, and then I was asked for my. I was asked, guys. So I was asked for my COVID certificate and test certificate, and I didn't have. I was like, I was told that you guys are supposed to do it for me. So Kumbe was supposed to come the previous day and do it. Okay, I think I didn't get that. I didn't understand the gyna, and I think I didn't ask him. So I got the test that day. And imagine that time, it was that time when there were curfew in Kenya at 10 p.m. was the curfew. And this is 8, because I went late because I was like, I'm going there to sleep. Okay. So this is 8. I have to wait for them to do my test. They did my test, and that thing was so painful, guys. They take a very, it's like a cotton bud, very long of it, and then they put it in your nose and another one in your mouth, and they test the fluid from there. Okay, so, but the best thing about this is that my cousin had called me and asked me if I'm already in hospital. I told her, yes, I'm getting the test and all that, and I'm told to go home. Until the test is out, you cannot be admitted. So I went home, guys. It was so frustrating. It's 8 p.m. I'm like, will I get home on time? Because at 8 p.m. is when they are doing the test. They are done like around 8:30 there. So the best thing is that my cousin was there with me, and we went home with her. So I was told that I'll be called the next day. They will call me the next day. Okay. When the results are out. So the next day came, guys, and I was called at around 7, and I was like, Mary, we have found booking for you at 8 p.m. You should come early, like around 10 a.m. so that you can start doing your the blood test and all that. There are some tests that you're done for before you go for surgery. Okay. So yeah, and I was like told that I shouldn't eat. I shouldn't have eaten the last 8 hours. Okay. Yeah. For the surgery to be done, you're not supposed to have eaten for 8 hours. So it was like, I'm taking my breakfast. So they told me, don't take, after the breakfast, don't take anything else, just come straight. So I went, we did the blood test and all that. I was admitted, we sent the papers and all that. You guys saw that in my C-section vlog. You saw that, and you haven't seen that and you're new in this channel, you can just check it out, guys. Okay. So yeah, they did the COVID, they did the blood test and all that, guys. So my surgery was supposed to be, I was booked at 8 p.m. Okay, I was booked at 8 p.m. So so you're just there with my husband, with my sister and Sandy, talking and all that stuff. And yeah, and my gyna came and told me that we have changed the time. It's no longer 8 p.m. Now we are going for surgery at 4 p.m. Imagine, I started panicking. I was like, oh my God, I'm not ready. This is 3 p.m. Okay, and they are told you're going for surgery at 4 p.m. They have found a space for you earlier than 8 p.m. I started panicking. I'm like, oh no, I'm not ready and all that stuff, guys. So yeah, but yeah, there's this person who came and calmed me down. One of those guys. It's called what? Anesthesiologist. I hope I'm saying that well. So yeah, guys. I didn't even have time to say goodbye to my daughter or my sister because they were outside because Sandy was disturbing my sister. Was just there with my husband. So we started preparing and all that stuff, signing the papers. My husband started signing the papers. Before you go for C-section surgery, you're supposed to sign some papers, okay, in case of anything. So you signed some papers, and then I was wheeled to the surgery room, guys. So don't mind if you see me looking down, guys. So we went to the theater, and they started the process. There's this needle that you are injected in your backbone. That thing is so painful, and the needle is so long, guys. It's so painful. I can't even explain how painful that thing is. You just scream, and then you're given a pillow that you can hold like this, and also there's a nurse in front of you who you can hold like this. If you feel pain, they don't even mind if you pinch them. They don't even notice. I'm sorry, but the pain is just too much. There's the first one, the second, and the third. The first one is the one which is most painful because, as in, it's the first one that so that you can start getting numb. But the second one, you are at least numb a bit. So when they inject you the second one, you're always like, not that painful. But the first one is the worst, and the third one is the last one, and your whole body becomes numb. And by the way, you're asked if you want a full, if you want to be like fully asleep or halfway numb. Halfway numb means like from your stomach downwards, okay? You can feel, you can see everything which is going around you, okay? But for the one which is full, you're asleep totally. Me, I don't want that. I really always don't want that, because that one is, I always feel like when you're asleep, you can just go and just die. I don't know. Me, I don't like that one. I just love the one which is halfway, and I know what is going on. If I have any problem with my heart or anything, I feel any pain, I can communicate it to the doctors in time. Okay, that's my own view about that. So the surgery started, and I was like telling the doctors there, I'm feeling like I'm anxious. I just kept on telling them I'm anxious, and I started crying because I was like so anxious. So guys, the surgery started. And all that. So I was feeling anxious, but there's this doctor who is always seated next to you. It's given a seat there to encourage. Is a psychologist or something. A seat next to you. They encourage you to be calm so that you don't panic. When you panic, things can get bad. Okay, guys. So during the surgery, guys, they told me after the surgery, they told me that they had removed 3 fibroids. The fibroids, you are not normally. You can't be done. You can't be removed fibroids during the C-section, but if the fibroids are hindering the doctors from getting to the baby, they are removed. Okay, yeah. So they removed the 3 fibroids, and they showed me 1 was yellow and 2 were red, and that baby freaked me out. So they like telling me they're gonna take it to the laboratory and test it for anything like cancer and all that, guys. Fibroids, those things, they were not sure that they were fibroids. Okay, they were just 2-3 things, small things. So they didn't know. So they had to take it to the lab so that it can be tested. But later on, we found out that they were fibroids, and some people really develop fibroids when they are pregnant. So I think that was the case for me. Okay. So when the baby was removed, Chloe cried. She really cried for so long, guys. Oh my God, I just knew this baby is so healthy. And then she was so big. She was 4.517. She was so big, guys. So yeah, removed the baby, and then after removing the baby, they showed me the baby when she was naked, and then afterward they went and wiped her and all that and dressed her up, and then they brought the baby once again. And that time, what are you doing? Sandy is disturbing me. So that time is when they told us that Chloe had clubfoot, mild clubfoot, guys. Mild clubfoot. I panicked, but they told me there's some treatment. The pediatrician really explained it to me and all that stuff, and also went to my husband and explained everything to him. But by now, Chloe is okay now. By the way, you have gone for so many called what massages, physiotherapy, and she's okay, guys, now. So if your baby has clubfoot, please don't give up, don't panic, guys. It is possible for the baby's legs to be corrected, okay? With a doctor, with a good doctor, it's possible for it to be corrected. As we were paying 3,500 every month, not every month, every week, and the Chloe's foot became better, guys, in like 4 or 5 months, like that, okay? So yeah, they took the baby to my hubby and all that stuff. And then from there I stayed. You know that I was taken to the surgery at 4 p.m., guys. I stayed for so long, by the way. After that, I don't know what happened. I think it's because of those fibroids and all that. The surgery took longer than expected. So later on, my husband was telling me the way with my sister, the way, and my cousin also came after some time after I was taken to the surgery. They were telling me the way they were panicking, not knowing like what is going on and all that stuff, guys. But because I stayed for so long, from 4 p.m., and I don't know what time I was taken to the recovery room, but it seemed like a very long time. And then from the recovery room to be taken back to be taken to the maternity ward, the maternity side, I was taken at 8 p.m. So you see the panic. Imagine from 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. you're there waiting for your loved one. They were panicking. They were like, and the doctors, they were just telling me, the doctors just kept telling them, I'm okay, I'll be out soon and all that stuff. But if your loved one is in the surgery and all this time has passed, you start panicking, you don't know what is going on, and sometimes doctors can like not tell you the truth right then, so that you can like they can tell you calmly and all that stuff. So they didn't know what was going on, but I was in the recovery room because I had two surgeries at the same time: the surgery for removing the fibroids and the surgery for removing the baby, the C-section. Okay, too. And by the way, that thing was painful. That was painful, by the way. Being done two surgeries at the same time was so painful, guys. I can't even explain the pain I was feeling. Okay, so I was taken to the maternity ward, guys. And yeah, that's after when I was taken to the maternity ward. But the Nairobi Hospital, I love them and I thank God for them, because they always take the baby for a long time. They stay with the baby in the nursery for a very long time. Like you're giving your baby the next day so that you can rest, so that the medicine can get out of your bodies. When you're not, as in like when you're injected those numb medicine, it takes long for them to get out of your system. Even when you try to wake up, you can't even wake up from your bed. Mostly, there's a toilet bed which is brought for you by the nurses so that you can go to the toilet even in your bed. You get what I mean? Yeah, it is that bad, guys. So anyway, mine was so painful. I even kept asking the nurse, why is the mine so painful? I want more and more painkillers and stuff. I just kept on asking for painkillers because of the pain I was feeling in. But the nurses can't give you the medicine that the gynae hasn't prescribed for you. Okay, so and during that time of maternity, staying in the maternity ward and all that stuff, there's this physician who was coming every day in my room for 4 days, for those 4 days, to do therapy for Chloe for the club food. Okay, every day they were coming, and I thank God for that. So the treatment started early. The treatment for club food started right after she was born. Okay, so after the 4 days, guys, we went home and all that stuff. Oh, people came to visit us, my mom, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, and all that stuff, guys. So we went home after 4 days, and then when we went home, we realized that Chloe had yellow skin. Her eyes were yellow, her body was yellow. So I remember I'm in some groups in Facebook of mothers.
Blue, the feeling behind my eyes. You stood out 'cause you were in